I have been creating a TTRPG, and I've been slowly creating it. It's been over a couple months now, and I am about to start my first run of it. Obviously, I am not finished. I am not finished whatsoever. I don't have skills. I don't have proficiencies. I don't have anything. A lot of everything is coming from Dungeons & Dragons and Worlds Without Numbers. So we are using the spell system for Worlds Without Numbers and the skill system and proficiency system from Dungeons & Dragons 5e right now until we can create our own. Because honestly, I don't want to just keep creating this without at least trying it out. I'm just creating random characters right now just so I can be like, hey, this doesn't really work with this, or this works with this. I found a very broken mechanic that would allow a player to go from 13 AC all the way to 16 AC by using a very small amount of mutation points. That is something that's entirely different, and I'll get into that today. But I figured out that, hey, because this costs very low amount of mutation points, I should just make it, they can't just break it and wear armor as well, because it's called Living Vines. Now, Living Vines allows you to give a +1 to your dexterity and +2 to your AC, which is massive. So now you just can't have armor if you have that. And I'd love it if you guys looked at this too. It's gonna be in the link down below. Put comments on it. There's already a lot of comments on it so that you can already see what some people have in mind. I have an entire list of ideas. I have a lot of these things. Anyways, let's get into mutations today. Mutations is one of the big game changers in this whole game. This is supposed to be basically, this in the class system is basically supposed to be the whole reason for the game, the whole reason why you would want to play the game. Each race begins with a certain amount of mutation points, and these mutation points can be used to buy good mutations. You can give yourself bad mutations that will give you points for these good mutations. It'll give you about 6 mutation points if you just have no eyes, or if you are deaf, or if you literally are insane. 6 mutation points right there, and an eternal pain is the worst of them all. You get 10 mutation points, but you have a permanent -2 penalty to all rolls involving a d20. You may think, oh, this is already broken, because how are they supposed to limit how many mutations they get? They could just get all these mutations. The way that I've limited this is by these mutation point thresholds. Now, each race has a different mutation point threshold. Humanoids have a certain one, food and object mutants have different, and elementals have different. Elementals have lower mutation point thresholds, and you get extra mutation point thresholds when you level up. So let's say you go from level 1 to 2 with an elemental. That means you get 1 point, right? So you get 1 point for each level, and you max at 10. So once you go over your mutation point thresholds, you get disadvantage to your death saving throws. Once you've gone over half times your mutation threshold, you start to become very erratic, impulsive, and unpredictable. And if your HP drops to 0, you quite literally die. You could possibly just explode right then and there. And if you go double your mutation tolerance, you become a beast. You are beyond repair. You can never go back. Even if eventually your mutation threshold just kind of slowly gets up there, you can never go back from that. Your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores all drop to 2. And that's how you incentivize the player just to not try to break the game with that. Because this is a very easy thing that you could probably break the game with, and the mutations in here probably do need to be nerfed a little bit. I had like +6s a while back, like, oh, this is a really good one. So why don't I put like +6 to like charisma checks, but you get like a -4 to like dexterity or something. It was brought to light that, how about I don't do that? How about I just put them up from like, based off of how powerful they are, they either get a +1, a +2, or a +3. There's already 74 pages that I have. There's 74 pages, and most of them are filled top to bottom. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna miss. So this is just for help, and then I'm gonna hire an editor later just to like proofread it, be like, hey, this doesn't make sense. If you want to watch another video like this, click right here, and I will see you later.